Beloved friends, welcome to PMC English. We are traveling in the path of Dhammapada and also understanding the Buddha and his philosophy and his teachings. Buddha had given a new perception and new outlook to the modern man, and also he has given a new interpretation for the modern psychology. And Buddha had inspired so many philosophers and revolutionaries and reformers and rebellious people, and also the people who lived on humanitarian basis. His philosophy had influenced all these people. Why these people are influenced by the Buddha? What are the reasons behind it? Why? Because the Buddha had given a new dimension, a new perception to the spirituality and also to the worldly life. Especially he had given importance to the character building, that is Sheila, Panchshila, and also he had given importance to the sadhana, that is meditation, Samadhi and the wisdom. Ultimately enlightenment, that is nirvana. So when a person wants to develop in the outer world, or when he wants to develop in the inner world, in the spirituality, he has to maintain the character and he has maintained the Sheila, Panchshila, so that he lead a fulfilled and full-fledged life, and also he will contribute something on his part to the society. He will pay back to the society in all concerns, in all aspects. And also the Buddha had given a new theory and new philosophies to the scientists, to the philosophers, and also he had explained the laws of nature, especially the cause and effect theory, and also the law of attraction and the law of karma, and also the law of universality. And the Buddha say this whole universe is mingled in the organic unity. If one thing is disturbed, one creature will disturb, the whole universe will get disturbed. Why? Because the life is not independent, it is interdependent. Everybody will depend on others for some things, for certain things. They don't lead an independent life without the support of others. Why? Because man had lived like that. And that is the nature of every human being. And that is the most important thing. You have to understand that life is interdependent. So, in the whole life of human being, most of the time he will depend on others for everything. On parents, on brothers and sisters, on family, and also the teachers, friends, relations, and on education, philosophies, and also on different types of ideologies. In every juncture of his life, he will take support from everybody and he will grow in the society. And this is the nature of every human being. So the life is interdependent. So you have to take support from others and grow up to full extent in the society. So the Buddha had given mainly the importance to the character building. What is Panchshila? The first one is Ahimsa. And the most of the saints, they say that Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. And it is the highest dharma in the whole universe. That is Ahinsa, non-violence. Why people will create violence on this earth? What is the reasons behind this violence? Why this so many wars have been fought on the earth? In 3000 years, 15,000 wars have been fought in the world and created so much of violence. And they have became a barrier to kill the people and to create violence on this earth on the name of caste, creed, greed, discriminations and hypocrisy, sycophancy and pretendance. So many wars have been fought and created so much of violence. And what are the reasons behind this violence? First of all, the violence starts from the individual. Every person will create violence in himself. How he will create a violence in himself? First of all, when a negative feeling or a negative thought will come in your mind or heart, then you will get disturbed. Why? Because you are going against your nature. What is the nature of human being? The nature of human being is you have to live with love, compassion, humanity, brotherhood and friendliness. This is the nature of every human being. When we go against our nature, when we go beyond our nature, then we will face conflicts. First, the violence starts from himself and ultimately it extends to the society at large. Why this violence has been creating on this earth means everybody will harm themselves first before harming others. Why? Because when we see these negative elements, I mean angry, envy, anguish and creed, greed, when we see these qualities, I mean unnecessary desires, when we see these qualities, when a negative thought or negative feeling arises in our mind, we will get totally disturbed. Our mind will get disturbed, we will lose our peace and our body will get disturbed and our heart will get disturbed. Then we will create violence in ourselves. Then ultimately it will be extended to the others. Why? Because in today's present scenario, the most of the people, the 90% of the people are leading their life in negativity. When you are negative, you will create hell for others. When you are positive, you will create heaven for others. Why? Because the life is in your hands. If you want to be miserable, you can be miserable. If you want to be happy, you can be happy. And you will create your own hell and own heaven on this earth. Why? Because you are the creators of your own destiny. And nobody is responsible for your miserable conditions in your life. You yourself is responsible for it. If you want to be peaceful, you can be in peaceful state. Nobody will disturb you. So this violence will start from ourselves and naturally it will extend to the society. Every human being leading his life in a very miserable way with so much of negativity and jealous, greed and also different types of desires which are unnecessary for his survival. He will create so much of miserable conditions. Why he is creating violence? Because every human being has two different types of attitudes and the main reason behind it, that is craving and the other is aversion. I mean raga and dvesha, that is trishna. And this craving and aversions are responsible for the violence in ourselves. So when you see one thing and you will think that I want it, and you will get attached to that. And what you will do with this attachment, you will try in 1,000 ways to grab that thing. So while doing that, you will create so much of violence. When any person will come in between this struggle, you will extend your violence to that person also. Then you will scold, you will shout, and you will abuse them with negative words. And finally, you will create violence. You will beat them, and finally, if the barrier had become strong, then ultimately you will kill him. So this violence is coming within you because of these two characters. The one is craving and the other one is aversion. And because of these aversions and cravings will come on the name of positivity and negativity, and also light and darkness, happiness and sorrow. In so many things we are getting these two particular characters in ourselves, and we are encouraging ourselves towards the violence. The Buddha will say that if you are in a violent state, you are carrying a fire in your hand to throw on others. But before throwing the fire on others, your hand will burn first. Because of that burning sensation, you will create violence on the earth. So, stop violence. You have to enter into the non-violent state, peace. How the peace will come in you? Here, the Buddha say, you have to purify your body, mind and heart. So, the Buddha way was, it is the path of purification. The meditation is the only way to come out of this violence activities. So, when you understand the nature of your body, mind and matter and also your heart, then ultimately you will come out of this negative elements, and naturally you will be established in non-violence. So everything starts from you and it extends to the society and it extends to other people. So first of all, the violence will start from you, within you. So be aware of it. If you are aware of your violence in yourself, then you don't throw them on others. You don't throw your misery on others. Be alert and be aware in this matter. When you are angry, confine itself to yourself only. Don't throw on others. Be calm and quiet and be in meditativeness. See the nature of your that character and come out of it. Then become normal. Then after mingle with the people. But unnecessarily don't do the pratikarma. Don't react on others for unnecessary things. Be calm and quiet. Be in peaceful state. Then you will understand the non-violent state. So whatever you are giving to others, it is the byproduct of your inner self. First understand this. Before throwing fire on others, first of all, you are influenced by that fire in yourself. You will burn, you will scream, you will shout, and you will lose your sleep for so many nights. Then this miserable conditions will extend it to others. That is the reason why in nowadays in the society we are seeing so much of violence. So Ahimsa means be peaceful within yourself, be compassionate, be loving. Don't try to throw the negativity and remove the negativity from yourself. Why? Because how you will remove your negativity from yourself? What is the way to come out of this negativity? Don't remove or don't attach to anything. Just bring the good qualities in you. Naturally, these negative elements will go away. What are the good qualities? Love, compassion and humanity and friendliness, and also equanimity, equality. And if you bring these qualities within yourself, then naturally the negativities will go away. So, in Panchshila, the Buddha will give importance to Ahimsa. The first principle is Ahimsa, Paramo Dharmaha. So, when you come in non-violent state, then naturally your body will get purified. The second one is do not theft and don't depend on others for anything. Don't desire things from others and don't theft the things from others. Why? Because when you have to get fulfilled in your life, you have to make efforts and you have to earn money and enjoy your life. But taking others' money, taking others' wealth is not good for you. Why? Because it won't stay for a long period when you theft from others. So, do not theft. And the third one is maintain the Brahmacharya. Live like a humble and a perfect human being. And what are the Brahma Viharas and what is the nature of a human being and what are the qualities of godliness? So when you adopt the qualities of godliness, the Maitri, Karuna, Mudita and Upeksha, these four qualities, then naturally your mind will get purified. And when your mind will get purified, then naturally you will lead a happy and healthy life with your family and there are no conflicts in the family. So naturally you will maintain the Brahmacharya and you will respect your partner and you will love your partners, love your family unconditionally. And the fourth one is don't tell lies. Speak truth and speak authentically. And also your speech should be very sensitive and very truthful. So don't impose the unreality, the untruth and the unnecessary illusions in your life. And ultimately the truth will win. Satyameva Jayate. When you become one with the truth, when you become one with this physical truths and psychological truths and also the universal truths and the nature truths, then ultimately you will realize the ultimate truth. The blissful state, the super consciousness within yourself and also in the whole universe. And this is the whole essence of spirituality. So do not tell lies, speak truth, be authentic and don't be a hypocrite. Live with kind-heartedness and with open heart. Then naturally you will speak the truth. What are the reasons behind the people will tell lies? Why? Because those people who tell lies, they have some peculiar qualities. The first one is hatred and the second one is envy and the third one is unnecessary desires and the fourth one is the hypocrisy and sycophancy and pretense. These are the negative elements they have and such type of people will tell lies. So ignore these qualities in you and live authentically, live truthfully and live life with a blissful state, within blissful state with freedom and bliss. This is the whole essence of spirituality. Why? Because what is the ultimate goal of a meditator? What is the last stage of a enlightened master? That is freedom and bliss. And also you will understand the inner truth and inner search when you understand these qualities. So be truthful, be authentic, be honesty, and don't tell lies. And the last one is avoid taking intoxicants. Abstain is intoxicants. I mean taking drugs, alcohol, and so many negative elements which will affect your body, mind. So not only taking the intoxicants like alcohol and drugs, all those things, but what is the nature of a human being? Some enlightened masters will say that this whole humanity, a man in 100 years, he cannot be aware at least for 40 minutes in his life. If he become aware of 40 minutes in his life, it's a great thing. Why? Because the most of the people are leading their life in a spiritual hypnotic sleep. Atma Sammohan Nidra. They don't have any awareness, they don't have any witness, they don't live their life in meditativeness. One hour, 2 hours, they will do the meditation, and finally the whole day they will lead their life with the unawareness, with the cravings and aversions, with hypocrisy, ego, with all types of discriminations and different types of attitudes and behavior patterns, and this is not the way. So which are the characters that are giving intoxicant to you, and what are the things you are giving to your body and mind which have taken to you to the unconscious state, and all those comes under this intoxicants. Taking heavy food will give you a drowsy feeling and you want to go to sleep. Taking heavy water or heavy dose of different things, you will get disturbed, and also leading your life in a very unconscious way, it is also a sleep state. So whatever you are doing, do it in a very balanced way, that too in awareness and witnessing, in alertness. So if you maintain these 5 precepts, Panchshila in your life, then naturally you will get the meditativeness. What are the negative things which are stopping you to get the meditativeness? These are the 5 things. The first one is violence. You have to come to the non-violence. And the second one is do not theft, and don't see and don't try to grab the money or properties or things from others. And the third one is do not tell lies. And the fourth one is maintain the Brahmacharya and avoid the sexual misconduct. And the fifth one is abstain the taking intoxicants. When you maintain these 5 precepts, then naturally your body and mind will get purified. Then you will naturally enter into the meditativeness without any hindrances, without any problems. The most of the meditators, they don't maintain the character. They don't follow the Panchshila. That is the reason why they are not growing in the spiritual way. They are not growing in this spiritual world. 1 hour, 2 hours, they will do the meditation, and the whole day they will lead their life in a very unconscious way, in unawareness and without any character building. Then how they will get the enlightenment? This is the main reason behind it. So those who want to grow in the spirituality, they must and should maintain the 5 precepts in their life. So when you maintain the 5 precepts, naturally you will enter into the meditation without any effort. Why? Because this character building will help you to go into the inner journey, and your mind will get calm and quiet. It won't disturb. So these 5 precepts which you are giving and you are acquiring in your life will help you in all aspects. Then ultimately you will get the enlightenment and you will enter into the nirvanic state. So the Buddha's way was Sheila, Samadhi and Pragya. Buddha won't talk about meditation. When you maintain the character, naturally when you maintain the character, then you will enter into the Samadhi. What is meditation? Meditation is no mind state, thoughtless state, alertness, awareness and your self-remembrance, and also observing your breath. What happens while observing your breath? Your mind and body will get calm and quiet. Then naturally you will enter into your consciousness and you will become one with your energies in yourself. Then this physical body, this ego, this negativities and all this wither away. And then you will enter into the spirituality and you will understand the highest knowledge and you will acquire the wisdom in this life only. So that is the reason why the Buddha had given importance to the 5 precepts. So everybody, whether they are meditators or non-meditators, whether they are leading their life in the inner world or the outer world, they have to maintain the character. Without character building, without maintaining the 5 precepts, he won't grow in the world. If he grows also, everybody, they don't like him. They will keep distance from him. So, friends, understand this. Maintain the Panchshila in your life and do meditation completely and become aware and alert while doing your work with the total witnessing and with the total awareness. Then naturally within 3 months or 1 year you will enter into this Samadhi state, and when you enter the Samadhi you will get the enlightenment, that is Nirvana. So understand this, do sadhana very well and become an enlightened being in this life only. Thank you so much.